Hello there. I thought I'd do a quick video to just go with the How to Dare to Be Different blog that I've done. So I hope this video is useful and I hope that you've been enjoying the blog. What I wanted to talk about was my 7-step process for daring to be different, because as you've probably picked up, I've dared to be different all the way through my career. I've worked in different sectors. I've gone from retail to publishing, and then from publishing back into retail in a different organisation and a different role, into transport. As a consultant, I work in utilities, financial services. I work all over the world. So I'm really a big believer that we can be the architect of our own professional development. We can be the architect of our own growth. We can be the architect of our own career. So here are the 7 steps that I use, and I have used all the way through my career whilst I've been daring to be different. So the first step is to be really clear about what it is you want to do and why. If you're clear about what it is you're trying to achieve, the reason that's, the motivation that's driving you forward, then that will really help you in terms of courage. It will help you align your actions and make sure that those actions are the ones that are going to ensure that you succeed. So before you do anything, just be really, really clear about what you want to do, how you're going to do it, and why it's important that you absolutely go for it. The second step is to really give yourself the self-confidence that you can do this, and you absolutely can. So having the confidence, the courage, what we call self-efficacy, to know that whatever the challenge, whatever the task, whatever the obstacles, that you will find a way through, that you will survive and thrive throughout that challenge, and that you can do this. So the confidence will carry you forward. The confidence will help you to take those brave steps when you're daring to be different. It's really, really important. Step number 3 is about surrounding yourself with a circle of people, of friends who will support and challenge you. When I say friends, I mean they could be business friends, business associates, they could be colleagues. They're people really who will speak as they find, but with your best interests at heart. So they'll be there to cheer you on. They'll be there to help you get through when things get tough. They'll be there to say to you, actually, not sure this is quite going to work. You might want to think about doing it this way instead. So having those people around you who you can really trust, just a small number of people, is really, really important when you are daring to be different. I've dared to be different recently. It's only on a small scale comparatively, but in February 2019, I launched my Idea Time, the live experience full-day event. And I'm used to doing events. I facilitate and present, and used to speaking in front of hundreds of people. I do it all the time, not a problem. The Idea Time live experience was something that I wanted to try. It was something a bit more experimental, because what I really wanted to do was to get all of my as many customers as I could together in the same room for the day, and they're customers from all different industries with different job titles. Some of them are entrepreneurs, some of them are in corporates. But what they've all got in common is that they're always learning. They want to share their experience, they want to hear the experience of others, and they want to innovate, and they want to keep pushing themselves, and they want to keep growing. So I wanted to create this special event for them, which had a bit of a different format. So lots of creativity, workshops, interaction, joint support, and some amazing guest speakers who are going to speak about some really innovative stuff as well. So I was very clear. So I took the first step. What is it I want to achieve and why? What I wanted to achieve was an amazing event that would get everybody buzzing, that they would remember for a long time to come, that would help them move their business forward, and that was really distinctive. So that's what I wanted to achieve. And why I wanted to achieve it was to create an amazing experience, because I'm trying to build an Idea Time community of people who are all sharing those same values of entrepreneurial thinking, innovation, learning, and sharing of experience. So I was confident. I knew I had the experience, wasn't sure about how I was going to do some of it, but I knew I'd work it out. And I had a really good circle of people around me who I knew would come to the event. They'd cheer me on. They would say, hang on a minute, have you thought about this? They'd help me set up. They'd give me some very practical support as well. So having that circle of people around you is really, really important. So that's number 3. And step number 4 is to make a commitment. Make that commitment publicly and then stick to it. When you make a commitment and you say it out loud or you share it with people who are have a lot of meaning for you, then that means that we're more likely to carry through on that commitment. So I actually decided I was going to do this back in September 2018, and I booked the venue in September 2018, ready for February 2019. So I booked the venue. I put my money where my mouth is. Yeah. I also announced that I was doing it and started to tell some of my customers to get that date in the diary in February because this was coming. And I also launched it on social media and started telling people all about it. So making a commitment publicly is step number 4. Step number 5 is getting on and doing it. It's about action. And that sometimes takes some courage. You know, on the day of Idea Time, the live experience, I was excitedly a bit nervous. So excited and nervous at the same time, but I knew it was going to be really good. So I think it was more excitement than nerves. But so different. Really looking forward to it. The venue is amazing. But it's about action. It was about making sure that you're there, that you're fully present, and that when you're in action, that everything's working the way you want it to, and that you're looking out for anything that you just might need to bring back to where it needs to be. So it's being fully alert all the way through the process. Step number 6, and there is a step number 6 because daring to be different doesn't stop just with action. It's important as well to reflect and learn. We go from one thing to another, to another, to another, and one of the biggest things we can do for ourselves is to stop after every significant thing we've done and say, actually, what have I learned from that? What would I do differently if I were to do that again? What would I do the same if I were to do that the next time round? What have I enjoyed? What didn't I enjoy? What really helped me in that process? What really got in the way? So that you're building your resources, you're building your reserves, you're building your knowledge, so that you can go from strength to strength to strength in terms of how you move forward. And actually moving forward is step number 7, because daring to be different is a continuous process. So when we're daring to be different, we're working at the edges of our comfort zone. When we work at the edges of our comfort zone and we find that we not only survive, but we thrive in the challenge, even if it doesn't go quite the way that we hoped it would, but we realise actually we can do it. Yeah, we're okay. And so we'll go a bit further. And the next time we'll try something even bolder, even maybe more different. And our comfort zone gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So by daring to be different and practicing that and expanding our comfort zone, we get better and better at daring to be different. We get more confident about it, and our learning expands in the process. And you know what? It's really fun. It's really good to be challenging ourselves, getting ourselves out there, trying new things, and learning on the way. I really hope the blog and the video are helpful for you. I would love to hear how you're getting on, and I'd love to hear any questions that you've got as well. So do send me a note. I'm Jo at ideatime.co.uk, and I look forward to hearing from you. Bye for now.